Hello everyone, how you doing? It's Lee here from the Free Hammers. Hope you're all doing well. I'm here to report on our Europa League qualifying round game last night against NK Domzale, and with the great news that we are through to the playoff round after a very convincing 3-0 victory against Domzale. Before we get on that, very quick 30 seconds on the new stadium. It was just amazing, better than any expectation I had. Our seat up in the top tier of the East Stand, absolutely brilliant. No complaints. I haven't heard a complaint yet about a view in the stadium. A few tweaks that need ironing out, but other than that, just looks absolutely brilliant. Facilities are great. Personally, it took me an hour and a half to get home, which is by train, which is similar to what used to be driving home from Upton Park, so not much difference there. Seemed to work well getting in and out of the stadium. Let us know your experience and views on the new ground, but for me personally, absolutely brilliant. Delighted with it. Can't wait to get back there on Sunday for Juve. And the game itself, of course we won 3-0. Wasn't the most difficult game. Domzale, I think, overdid themselves in the first leg. We didn't play well in the first leg, but certainly we raised our game yesterday. So we lined up with Randolph in goal this time. Back four of Reed and Reese Oxford were the centre halves. Left back was Sam Byram. Right back was, perhaps again controversially in the view of many West Ham fans, was Mikel Antonio. The midfield three was Nordveld, Chiati and Noble. Wingers of course were Valencia and Faguli, and up front was the big man Eddie Carroll. The game started of course with a rendition of Bubbles, which is fantastic in the new stadium. Great to hear 54,000 fans belting that out. For the first time there, it will get louder and better, and the atmosphere will get better as you get things in like away fans and the rest of the bits of the stadium are filled in. But brilliant, and we got down to business quite quickly. 2-0 up in 25 minutes. Checo Chiati with both goals, who was just an absolute driving force the entire match. Brilliant match for him personally. The first one he just flicked in. Sam Byram had the shot, he did well. After some good work by Enner Valencia on the wing, pulled it back to Byram. He scuffed his shot across, and it was an easy tap-in really for Chiati. His second one came about, some good work from Carroll. Brought the ball down, swung it out to the right hand side where Chiati got there, delivered across. Carroll managed to find Chiati with a lovely little slide rule finish into the far corner. 2-0, but at that point you're thinking they could still get back into it, and they had a few chances. Domzale, nothing too major. We managed to cope with everything they threw at us really. Reese Oxford in particular doing well when called upon. We sort of huffed and puffed a bit, a few chances, I'll come to those in a second, and then finally Faguli on his home competitive debut smashed home a third after the ball was played over the top. He ran onto it, had he been doing all game actually. They were of course chasing the game by that point, and he smashed it home. 3-0, great celebration. Stupidly got booked for it. I'm not convinced he should have done, but there we go. I thought on the whole the team played well. A couple of decent individual performances. Let's just have a look at those. Enner Valencia, I thought had a really good game actually, except the moment when he went one-on-one with the keeper and he screwed it wide. In fact, it nearly hit the corner flag. I think it was a dreadful miss, and he knew it himself actually, because he sort of laid on the ground afterwards thinking, what the hell has just happened? But let's not take away from the fact that he had a really good game, and it's good to see a player who probably knows he may leave the club this summer but still playing complete opposite to Saka really. Great professional, really good to see. I've already mentioned him a bit with Reese Oxford, really calm and composed, and a few really good sliding sort of last ditch tackles. The couple of times they did manage to get in behind us, really good to see. I mean we've said this before, but he looks one hell of a prospect, and I think this year may see him make it the full breakthrough. For us, in midfield, Nordveld looks like a class act. He really does. Lovely passing. I think could be one of the bargains of the summer on a free transfer, of course, from Mönchengladbach. But likes to tackle. Lovely sprayed passes, left, right. Always finding their destination. Yeah, he looks like a real class act. For Gulli, in and out of the game. Fitness wise, he doesn't look quite there, but typical winger really, sort of brilliant at 1 minute and then terrible the next. All wingers are like that really. But again, on a free transfer, you can't complain, and I think he's going to be a great signing again. Lovely finish for the goal, smashed it in, Kibble didn't stand a chance. And it's good that he's got the mark with a goal. Chiati, in my man of the match, I think most people's man of the match. 2 goals. Could have had a hat-trick, a couple of other chances, a couple of goal-mark scrambles. Yeah, great performance. He really is so important for West Ham now. The way he sort of drives forward from midfield, but no one else like that, and you do really miss him when he's not there. So let's hope he can continue to be injury-free, like he has really been since he's been at West Ham. And yeah, continue to be a real driving force for us. Special mention for the fullbacks, Sam Byram and Mikel Antonio, both of which I thought had really good games. Antonio much improved after the first leg. You could see his fitness was back, motoring like a train down the right hand side at times. Really good to see. On the other side, Sam Byram, who's had a frustrating start to his West Ham career, I think it's safe to say, but actually played really well. And I don't think we'll see him playing there as the season starts. We'll probably bring in a left back. But he really played well. Didn't get forward as much as Antonio, but you know, solid enough when called upon. And again, it's good to have a player that is looking like he can play right back and left back. Although, of course, level of competition, you have to think he'd have a tougher game playing against the likes of Martial, for example. But for last night, I think both the fullbacks deserve a very special mention. Both played really well. That's it really, just a quick one, just to say that it's great to be through to the playoff round. Looking forward to the draw today to see if we're home and away first leg, who we're going to get. Of course, we are seeded for the draw. There are a couple of tough potential opponents for us, so let's hope we can avoid those and get to the group stage, which I think is minimum aim for us this season in the Europa League. So keep believing that we get a decent draw, and for now, I will see you soon.